Hello again. Wow, it's very noisy down here. Well, we're back on the Moonlight server with 21 deaths. Yes, so I've died quite a few times since our last encounter here. I'd like to blame the lag for all of those, but it's not just the lag. Some of it was me. Let me just quickly get through this here. I think I'm trying to get at least 3 stacks. I like to just have a nice stock of the different colored wools. You never know when you need wool. I'm getting pretty good over here. I should be doing this more often. Anyway, let's get out of here. Um, so let me just quickly go over a few of the deaths, because of course I didn't get any of them on camera again. One of the first ones here was, I was in the nether, and I decided, hey, let's go and fight some withers. And I got withered. I did not realize that you could die from being withered, because every time since that, I've always gotten down to half a heart, but I must have just gotten really lucky, and I haven't gotten taken down the full amount. Anyway, I got withered by a wither skeleton, sorry. And the other, I think I was at 18. No, that took me to 18. So the other deaths were all because of some zombie pigmen. So basically what I did was I was doing my usual zombie pigmen slaughter to get XP. And I just happened to... I was experiencing quite a bit of lag that day. And I thought I had it on I thought I was recording during it, but I guess I wasn't. I didn't get the proper moments on. But basically, I was I was whacking a bunch of pigmen with my sword, and they weren't dying. But I still had full strength, and they were just standing there. So I was assuming that it was just due to the lag, and they were gonna die as soon as the lag stopped. And I kept checking on my strength potion to make sure I had it, and yeah, it said a minute left. But then all of a sudden, I heard a bunch of pigmen squealing, and I was dead. I really wish I had gotten that on camera because it was very abrupt. Um, but yeah, so I ended up dying due to I guess I was basically the strength potion had run out long before, and I guess the lag had not quite caught up with me yet. So it's still, and it was weird. It was still counting down the strength potion. So that's why I was confused by that. But anyway, so I died from that. I thought I'd lost everything because I couldn't get back on the server after that. I kept trying to connect, and I did end up connecting once, but I ended up going back in the nether and getting killed again as soon as I popped over. But our friend Demonair, who's on the server, I believe he's got a YouTube channel. I'll link that if I can find it. Um, he went in there after I was still trying to get connected, and he saved my looting 3 sword, or it was one of my sharpness 5 swords that he saved, and he ended up fighting off a whole bunch of the pigmen, I guess the ones that were angry at me, because as soon as I was able to get connected, I updated my Java. It looked like that was one of the issues. But anyway, so I got connected and I was able to go and find all my stuff again. The only thing I lost was my feather falling boots. And honestly, I'm going to put a shout out to anyone on the server right now that if you find a pigman wearing diamond boots, let me know, and I will reward you for your find. I'm not sure what yet, but I'd like to get those feather falling boots back. Um, but as you can see, I do have 30 levels again, and I'm going to let's just see. Actually, this is only 4. Let's see what another pair of boots will get us. Because if I can get, I'd like to get some feather falling again. Projectile protection. Yeah, we're not going to do that. So I'm just going to tuck those away. But yeah, so I would like to get some feather falling boots again. But I really want to thank Demon for saving me, and Poopies, and I don't know if he has a YouTube channel, but BubblingToast, he was on. Both of the Poopies and BubblingToast were giving me help with some of my stuff. Poopy says a channel, so you should check her out. and she was the one that pointed out that my Java needed to be updated. And I have not experienced nearly as much lag as before, but it does still seem that because I'm in Canada, on the West Coast, and I think our server is hosted in the UK somewhere, not entirely sure, but that seems to be the main reason why my ping is not too great. Actually, right now it's pretty good. Yeah, right now it's actually really good, and I'm not experiencing any issues, so it's good right now. But anyway, so let's enchant something for once on camera. We're going to use these last three. I think what I want to do is get another work pick, because right now I've been using my Fortune 3. This is the first Fortune 3 I got from Iskal. When I started on the server and I didn't have a Fortune 3 yet, I traded him one of my silk touches. Actually, no, I don't think I need to do that, because... yeah, there we go. Perfect. But there has been some changes to the base. Nice. This is going to be... okay. Another Fortune 3. That's the way it's going to be. I would like to trade. Anyone on the server, please. Let's trade Fortune 3 picks, please. I'd love a work pick that I don't feel like I'm wasting. But there has been some changes to the base, and I will show you those in a moment here. First things first, though. Oh, this whole area is new. So I have a bunch of auto brewers set up. They just are labeled based on what. Really, I don't care about what's getting cooked. I just care about what the cooking ingredient is. So if it's an ingot, I'm not going to have many of them cooking at a time. So I'll just pop them in there. But if it's something like smooth stone, there's going to be a whole bunch that are going to be cooking, so I'm going to use lava for that. And as you can see out here, BubblingToast found, what is it called? After the last border expansion, he found a mine shaft. So we got some melon seeds from that. That was fun. And another thing, I don't know if anyone's aware of yet, but it used to be that I think the sword was the most efficient tool to break down a melon. But now, an axe. Look how fast that is. So if you have a Fortune 3 axe, definitely, I would assume Fortune 3 would help for melons. But definitely use that on your watermelons, because it now looks like the axe is the better tool to use for melons as well. And this fence is here to keep what I believe there's a slime chunk right there, and it keeps those slimes out from trampling this. I did take down the potato farm because I'm going to be reworking that. I'll be showing you what we'll do on camera today. But yeah, this is just here temporarily so I can get some more melons. It's been super noisy with all these slimes. I have expanded the slime farm to be slime pen to be double wide. And I am now having a look over there and I'm seeing another slime. And I'm having worry that not worry, I'm just tired of all the slimes. I'm wondering how he got out there. My assumption is that after I put this roof on the slime farm here, is that they're spawning up here. So I should probably half slap some of this. But they're hopping off the roof here. Most likely. Yeah, most likely they're hopping off. Yeah, so I've got to finish this roof. Got to knock out that wall there to continue the roof that way. And what else are we going to do? I have to continue the roof that way as well to cover up the rest of the gardens that are going to be here, the farms. See, what's going on here? I'm walking. Oh, and as you can hear, actually, you know what? I'll show that clip right here of me finding this villager. Hey, I'm jumping into this recording again without preparing, but I've got a villager zombie running around, and I want to see if I can convert him. Oh, it's off right now. Darn it, I need an apple. The slime's jumping everywhere. I'm gonna need to get an apple, so I gotta wait for that. I also have to brew the potion. I haven't really planned it. He's just running around there. He's wearing chainmail. I think, did he get a speed potion? He set it off. I don't think he got one yet, though. Let me grab one myself, actually. There we go. There's put them in here. Weakness? I think it's weakness, right? There's our chicken buddy. I should probably trap him. That'll be actually the easiest thing if I trap him first. But I've got to figure out how I should do that. Oh, did he get... Now he's at speed potion. Great. And he's booking it. Oh, there's big slime over there. Where can we put this guy? Maybe for now, if I just dig a hole over here. Well, he's gonna have that speed potion. There we go. Okay, let's see what I can do while he's there. Oh no, what have I done? Actually, you know, that might be better if I can just close him off. Like I said, I haven't thought this all through yet. I need to drop him down. Oh, there he goes. Ah! I've got to just get him down that hole. I don't want to hurt him. Oh, he's running. Come on, just fall. Nope. I guess if I hurt him a little bit. I don't know if their health restores when they're... Perfect. Perfect. That's all I wanted. And after he becomes a villager, I'll have to move him again. But let me grab these potions. I think it's weakness. I really hope it's weakness. And then I just need to go and grab... Oh, 1 sec, I gotta turn this thing off. Food, and I'll grab an apple. Then we'll go like this, and I think it's like that. No. Oh, is it with, Really? You gotta waste those? Is it 4 of them, or is it a full... Ooh, I don't like that. You gotta waste so much gold. Where is my gold? Oh, it's in my inner chest here. Actually, I have a lot of gold, so it doesn't really matter too much. So if I'm right, it'll be something like that. Ooh, okay. Perfect. Now let's go get that guy. I think it's you splash him. Yep. And splash it on yourself too. And nice. Awesome. We're gonna have a villager, our first villager. A first of not too many. Come on over here. I want to knock that last block out so I can lock him in there. Perfect. How is he? Oh, he's jumping. There we go. So now we know that's where our villager is going to be. Okay, anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Or later. Sorry about that. I just wanted to, now that he was wandering around the base, I figured I should at least try to grab him while he's wandering around on camera. Anyway, so I wasn't planning on recording right now. I'll jump back into this another time. So yeah. Oh. That's perfect. Huh. Oh, what do we get? Huh. Is this good? I don't know anything about... Shut up, man. What are we going to do with him now? I'm glad I was able to get that. The transformation sound. What should I do with him? Because I want him just wandering around, but right now this base is not wandering around safe yet. So I should put him in something. Maybe I don't want to leave him just down here. I want to, maybe for now I'll just leave him down here. Yeah, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with him first, but I'd like to have a, huh, how's it going? Anyway, that's our guy. He's going to be sitting in there while he's safe. Does he have a light? I should put a light in there. I don't think he has a light. Let's give him a pumpkin. There you go. You got a huge light in there. Anyway, so that's our guy right there for now. We'll name him and everything later. See ya. So as you can see there, we do have a villager down here. I'm just going to go, Anyway, so that's our villager. I'd like to have some more villagers. At least one or two, just so we can start some breeding. And I'd just like to have them wandering on the base, just keeping things interesting. Because even during this recording, I had a slime, as I was just doing that villager thing there, I had a slime over here trampling the crops. So villagers would make a much more of a less intrusive. The crops are going to be not on ground level anymore anyway, but I'm tired of the slimes. I like the little guys walking around, but if they stomp my crops again, I'm going to be furious. Let's sort some stuff out here. Just my inventory is full again. What else is here? Oh, I have started to brew my potions with, because we have those melons now, and I'm making damage potions, health potions, as you can see. I've been using the glistening melons. Oh, we're all out. This is our last, yeah, our last one. So I've been using glistening melons for the potions, and that's because I'm out of spider eyes. And there was, when we did go through the mine shaft, BubblingToast and I. Oh, he's still alive. Leave him alone. Because there was the melons that we grabbed, there was also a spider spawner. And I'd like to convert that as soon as, assuming that nobody else goes and claims it first. I should have put a sign on it. But I'd like to make just a grinder that runs constantly because BubblingToast lives very close to that mine shaft that we found. So I'm assuming because he's on so often, if I set up something that grinds the spiders constantly, at least we'll be able to get a nice stockpile of spider eyes that anyone on the conserver can go and grab. But I'd just like to have a consistent supply of spider eyes so I can make my potions. But aside from that, let's talk about what we're going to do today. So as I mentioned, I took out the potato farm, but we are going to put a similar style farm here. It's going to be a larger farm. It's going to be doing all the crops, at least the carrots and the potatoes, mainly the potatoes. But because it's going to be a multi-purpose farm, we're going to need to have some sort of sorting system. And we would have had to have that anyway, even with just the potatoes, because the poison potatoes that come out of that. But we're going to just focus on, this is going to be our potato chest, and this will be our carrot chest. Sure. So basically we can have as many of these chests lined up next to each other as we want because of the way this sorting system works. And you know what? I'm going to just go make another chest right here because I want to dump the stuff that I'm not going to be using. Dirt, pumpkins, melons. I'll need those. Redstone. Get rid of this. Hoppers. Those stupid things. Good enough. So anyway, potatoes, carrots, and we're going to have some way to input these. So these are going to be putting the items after they're filtered into the appropriate chests. And then before this, we're going to need the actual thing that's going to be doing the filtering. So to do that, you're going to grab a hopper and face it any direction that's not going to be putting the items into this hopper or another hopper or chest or anything like that. So it's always best to go, if you're having, let's say we have our stream that's going to run, a stream of items that's going to run through some hoppers are going to run this way. you want these filtering hoppers to be facing perpendicular. So we're just going to point them that way. They could be pointing this way. You don't want them pointing into the other hopper, and I wouldn't want to point them outward because you want to be able to put one next to this if you wanted to add more items. But after that, we need to add right here. So this is going to be our stream of items. So all of the items are going to run this way. And then right here, I'm just going to pop. Let's just pretend the water stream runs after it's done collecting all the items, and it's going to drop them all into this hopper here. This could be a chest. This could be, you could have a chest above this one here. There's any number of ways that items could be going into this stream that's going to run across all of these filtering hoppers. But that's just, I'm just going to put that hopper there because we're going to have a stream that's going to run into that. Let's just pretend. And then on the end of this here, I'm just going to pop another chest. So basically what's going to happen here, what we want to happen, all of the items picked up from the farm are going to be dropped into this hopper, and then they're going to run this way, and they're going to get filtered and put into the appropriate chest, and then any items that didn't match any of the requirements are going to get dumped into this garbage chest over here. And the way we're going to do that, because currently, let's say I dump a potato. This potato, it's going to go into the appropriate potato chest. But the only reason that it did that was because any item that goes through this is going to end up in this chest right here. And the reason for that is that even though this hopper is facing this direction, this hopper below is always going to pull down before this item gets pushed that way. So the way we need to do this is we have to fill this hopper with all of the appropriate items, and you can't do that like this because it's all of a sudden all these items are going to get starting to be pulled out as soon as you put any item in there. So what you need to do is you need to stop this hopper from pulling items out of this one. So let me just, it'll be easier for me to do this and then explain what I'm doing afterwards. So let's just quickly knock out a few of these blocks here. There we go. I'm just going to pop those on there. We will need another 2. Oops, not there. There. That is correct. And we will also need another, nope, not there. There we go. I'll clean this. Don't worry, I won't waste that wool. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so now we're going to be using some comparators. And these comparators are going to go on the backs of these 2 hoppers here. And basically those are going to be checking for items in this hopper. And then we're going to need to run some redstone. I will just, like I said, let me just plop the stuff down and then explain what I'm doing afterwards. Put some repeaters in the back of this here. It would have been easier to do that before I put those on. That's good. And then some repeaters. Oh, sorry, torches. Oh, okay, so that's all we need. These torches right here are currently keeping these hoppers off. So any item that goes in these hoppers, any item that goes into these hoppers up here are going to stay where they are. The reason for that, like if I put a chest over here and I started putting items in to this hopper, they'd get sucked out into this chest here because this hopper is facing this direction. But because this hopper is not facing any direction pointing into any storage item, it's just going to keep it in its own container there. So because this hopper is currently off, because it's getting powered, they're not going to allow any items through. But because we have this comparator on the back of this hopper here, once this hopper reaches enough items to power this signal down to this block here, it's going to power this block, which will power this repeater, which is going to keep this torch off. But only for the amount of time that there's too many items in this hopper. And because this hopper is going to be off, it's going to allow items to get sucked out of this hopper and pumped into this one. And I'll show you the amount. I believe the amount is going to be 22 that you can keep in this hopper. So as soon as we add one more item into this, it gets sucked out. And that goes every time we add, we can add a whole bunch, and then it'll keep getting sucked out. And as you can see, they're all getting pumped into that one there, just like that. And you can do this as many times as you want, things filtered. This is also going to be here. You're going to see all those go down to 18, and then they are there. So that's it. That's all that it takes to filter. It's pretty cheap, not too expensive. And it's nice and compact as well. And it's really nicely tieable. So basically, the way this works, let's just grab, because I don't have that many items. Actually, we can grab all those. Weird, I'm having trouble with my mouse right now. There we go. So basically, like I said, water is going to flow, dump the items into these chests here. Let's pretend there's some blocks that we didn't want to have. Dump a bunch of those. Let's not put too many items in because it's going to take too long. So a bunch of garbage items are going through that as well. And you should see, there you go, there's our potatoes. There's our carrots. Those are the carrots we left over from before. And then all those items that we dumped that were garbage are going to get dumped over here. And that's going to include items like the poison potato that are going to come off of the thing, which I hope one day has a purpose. I'm hoping for the blindness potion or the nausea potion. Those would be awesome. But that's what that chest is going to be for. And then what we can do is we can do any number of things. We could have this as just a storage unit where we have all of our different farm items next to each other. But we could also hook up our potatoes to the auto cooker that we had hooked up before. We can have all those things hooked up again. But the one thing that I'm going to have to sort out though is a way to, because you're going to need to have items to plant again. So this is fine right now, the way this is, because it's going to just collect all of our potatoes here. And you know what? I might even just, instead of having the auto cooker hooked right up to our farm, I might just run over here and put the potatoes in one of these, because I do have a few extra auto cooker spots. Actually, you know what? I'll explain how those work in a moment here. I'm pretty sure you know how those ones work. But first of all, I should explain, this is not my design. This is not my design for this sorting system. This is, I don't know who's came up with the initial one, but there's a million tutorials out there right now on this exact same design. I just wanted to show you how I'm going to be setting it up, which is going to be over here. But yeah, that's the way I'm going to have my my farm work over here. Instead of having just potatoes go through, I'm going to have all those other items go through as well. But yeah, so the way these work, we've got the input here. So you dump the item that you want to have cooked in the top. You put the items that you want to cook with in the middle section here. In this case, we have nothing because our buckets of lava have run out. And then it basically just pumps, after it gets cooked, it's just going to pump the finished items into the bottom here. So yeah, I really like having those permanently going, and it's really great to have a lava source very close by. Other than that, we just use, actually, yeah, I do have some room. Oh, we're running out of lava here maybe. But there's an infinite amount of lava in the nether. That's good. After we collect that, I just run over here. And then we dump the cooking item into this chest right here. There we go. And then this should start up. I would like to have some kind of signal saying, hey, I'm cooking. We could do that with a bud switch or something like that. But as you can see, if we go to the back of this thing right now, you can see it is cooking. And it's got that lava bucket there. But yeah, and the great thing about cooking with lava is that it cooks, I think, a stack and a half, which I might have mentioned before. That's going to be an episode for today. And yeah, by the time we have next time, I hopefully have more of this completed. I'd like to at least get this place safe enough for villagers to be wandering around safely and not getting mauled by zombies. There have been a few zombies collecting around here when I've wandered by. But yeah, so have a great day. Hopefully our death count is the same as it is now. But yeah, I'll let you know about that. But yeah, have a good day, guys. I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya. Oh, there he is. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna drink the potion. Okay, we got it. Does he have my boots too? No, no boots. Oh, thank goodness. And I got it back. I got my loot in 3. Thank goodness. Anyway, oh, I have to break one of these things now.